right, that beeping horn can mean only one thing. We're in New York City and we're back at the Sunspel store. Why are we here? Because we wanted to actually show you what space this Bond brand has created and what have they done with the whole connection to James Bond. We figured you'd want to see it, and you may not be close to this store, so we're going to take you on a full tour and meet somebody pretty special. Let's go inside. We are in this incredible store, Sunspel store, and we're here with the manager, Monty Blackburn. Monty, thank you so much for joining us.
Nice to meet you.
By the way, she came in early just for the Bond experience. You've got to be a huge Bond fan to do this.
Oh, of course, of course.
Now we have to address something.
Yes.
There's an elephant in the room. Monty Blackburn. Monty Blackburn. That is a villainous name from Ian Fleming.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I've been told this before, but it's
It sounds like a Bond villain.
Yes, it does. It does.
David Zaritsky does not sound like a Bond villain. It sounds like someone you just want to arrest immediately. But first of all, thank you for inviting us into the store.
Of course, of course.
It is not our first time here, but we really felt compelled because a lot of people were asking us. We've done so many reviews on the Sunspel clothing, and once there was a footprint, a presence in the US, people were like, where is this store? What is this store? So we're going to start off kind of big. Sunspel.
Yeah.
What's their vision? I mean, what are they all about?
Well, it's Sunspel is a heritage brand, so it started in the 1860s, and what they're known for is sort of the luxury basics. We make really nice T-shirts, underwear, socks, and then of course what we're most famous for is the Riviera Polo.
Right.
But yeah, the brand has been around for a very long time, and it's been growing and growing within the UK. And obviously now they're expanding, so that's sort of what it's about.
Now Sunspel sold their wares here in the United States, but correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first dedicated store in the United States?
Yes, the first US location.
So one of the first times that we came here, we were gravitating to something, and by the way, no shock, it's over our shoulder right here. It is the James Bond connection, and this is the Riviera Polo corner area. I think it's no accident that you've placed it here as soon as you walk in.
Yes.
Do most people that are Bond aficionados, do they gravitate right to this wall?
Absolutely, yeah. They see him, they see the polos, they know exactly what this is. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely. So,
and I didn't even realize it came in so many colors.
Yes, it does, and I think there's probably even more. You know, there's always more. There's more every season,
right.
And they shuffle through different colors, but yeah, there's a lot of colors. It's one of our most popular pieces. I mean, who doesn't want to look like Bond? So. Well,
exactly. Yes. Yeah, who doesn't? I mean, that's what the Bond experience is all about. And by the way, I'm actually wearing one of the Sunspel pieces, and it's interesting because everybody gravitates to the Riviera Polo, the underwear. They think about it as kind of a warm weather brand. I'm wearing merino wool.
Yeah.
But Sunspel is about all seasons. Is that correct?
All seasons. So we do. We have a beautiful knitwear.
Yes,
anything that Sunspel wants to do, obviously they want to do it the best and with the best quality. So we have, as much as we have the best quality cottons, we have the best quality knitwear and wool and cashmere as well. So. Yeah,
a couple of people that watch this channel, they said what they love about Sunspel is the care in two separate things: the hand, the way it feels, comfort. It's always about comfort and fit.
Yes.
It's not blocky. It's not, you know, it fits your body like it was made for your body.
And we have different fits in all different things. So we do try to cater to all different body types. So yeah, it's great.
Amazing. So, all right. David Zaritsky-ish people walk in. The Bond people walk in.
Yeah.
What are they like? I mean, do they come and say, you know, get out of the way, I just show me the Bond stuff? I mean,
well, you can tell I mean, a lot of the time the customers come in and you can tell there's an interest in the garments.
Right.
And I always ask how they know about the brand.
Yeah.
And, you know, the first thing they say to me is, well, Bond, of course.
Yeah.
So Bond, of course, is what I hear all the time.
Right.
So, yeah, and it's usually, I mean, it's men from, honestly, not just people, even though we opened a store in New York, it's not just New Yorkers, it's men from all over the country. So
that's fantastic.
That are in New York visiting, and they're like, oh, I need I need the Bond polo.
Do some people come here specifically because they know the Bond brand and they say, I had to stop at this store? Like it's a little bit of an event? to
A
stop
little
at the
bit,
store?
yes.
Okay.
Or they're wearing it and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I'm wearing the polo, so I have to come in.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's an opportunity to introduce them to other things.
Yes.
And what's really cool is right over here, if we move
Yes.
over here, this is your Sea Island cotton area.
Mm-hmm,
And Sea Island cotton, for all of you that need a reminder, and I don't think you do, that was Ian Fleming's favorite fabric. And so he wrote it into the books as very non-specific, but Bond wears Sea Island cotton.
Right.
And we've gone over this before, but Sea Island cotton is extremely rare.
Very, very rare. It makes up 0.0004 of the cotton sort of markets. So
That's crazy.
yeah, so it's an incredibly rare, but you can feel it's incredibly soft and luxurious. It's unlike any other cotton, and very few brands do it. And we're one of the major brands that make a lot of pieces in Sea Island cotton.
That's fantastic. Now,
Yeah.
is this the Riviera Polo, but in Sea Island cotton, or just
A little bit. I
regular
mean,
polo?
it's a regular polo, and Riviera usually has a little pocket, but
Right.
this has no pocket. But yeah, no, it's a polo. If you like a polo look and you wanted to wear something Sea Island, that would be the perfect thing. So
And if we're trying to do the entire umbrella of Bond
Yes,
connection,
yes.
you've got the Riviera Polo, you've got the Sea Island cotton, which is very Fleming-esque,
Yes.
but we're not done.
no,
So where should we go next
we
to
have
visit Bond?
the underwear
Oh,
that
boy.
Bond apparently wore.
Yes.
So we have a whole underwear section, which is vast, and I'm not quite sure which trunks he wore. I'm pretty sure probably would have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually know.
You would know,
How
yeah.
bad is this that I know this?
Yeah.
So these he wore Inspector.
Okay. Yes.
Actually, he wore these, and he wore a white version of this as well.
Yeah. It comes in white, black.
So what are
white
these
and
called
black.
exactly? Brief?
These are these are just the trunks. They're like a low waist trunk.
Right.
So, yeah.
So Jenny Tamine, who we know and love, and she's very connected to all of the social media channels out there, very vocal costume designer too, unfortunately not in Bond 25, but she picked these out because she loved the fabric, the hand.
Yes.
Very classic and
Yes.
very comfortable as well,
Yes.
because he wore this allegedly, not just in regular clothing, but also in his action outfits.
Yes. I mean, they are very comfortable, and it's another sort of staple Sunspel piece that people come in. They need their refresher of underwear for the year, and they'll buy like 10 pairs of the Bond underwear.
Yeah,
So.
and I'm not just a spokesperson. I'm a user as well. They are super comfortable.
Right.
But that's not it with underwear. There's more underwear. for
There's more
Bond,
underwear,
right?
yeah. So we have underwear shirts as well, undershirts, which also come in Sea Island cotton undershirts, and then vests as well.
Now, do you have the gray one that everybody asks for Bond?
The gray.
There's a gray undershirt. It's a light gray undershirt that he wears in Casino Royale. He wears it on the boat. It's your standard.
Is it? It's not a polo.
No, it's actually a T-shirt.
Oh, it's the standard classic T-shirt. probably.
Exactly.
Okay, yes. The Riviera shirt, which I don't think I have in gray right now, but I have in navy. So this is the Riviera T-shirt.
Okay, that's probably what it's called. So
Yes.
the Riviera T-shirt.
Yeah.
So this would be in a gray.
Yes.
And he wears that, and he also wears the V-neck as
Yep,
well.
which we have as well.
Yep.
So this is the V-neck.
Yeah, because he was totally sunspelled out
Yes.
in Casino Royale, which
Yes.
is amazing.
So that's the Riviera V-neck.
So do you ever get people come in and go, I want all the Bond
All of
stuff.
it?
Give me that, give me that, give me that. I just want to be complete.
Yes, no, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, because they like the fit of this.
Yeah.
And they like the Bond look, so they want the whole picture.
That's
so,
amazing.
yeah.
Now, one of the things that I loved about this store is obviously the experience that you create. Can you just give us a quick walking tour
Sure.
of like when you walk in,
Absolutely.
what happens?
Yeah. When you walk in, obviously we do have the Rivieras over here, the Sea Island cotton, and then in the middle of the store is usually where we sort of showcase something that's newer for the season. So right now it's still winter, but we're also introducing spring. So we have like winter knits and spring knits. Usually that's what's going to be here.
This is really nice.
Yes.
That's like a classic
That's
kind
wool.
of Steve McQueen type look.
Exactly. And that's been one of our most popular knitwear pieces
Wow.
throughout the fall. And then when it turns warmer, we'll probably put more polos up here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we might even put the Riviera polos here in the summertime. Who knows? So
Yeah.
it changes all the time. Then we have the T-shirt. So we have the classic T-shirts we were showing before, but they come in lots of different colors and stripes for the spring. So if someone wants a T-shirt but they don't want just white, black, and navy, they can come here and look at
That's fantastic.
have the wide color range. And then we have some more loungewear pieces. Another huge thing for Sunspel is our toweling. We do toweling polos,
Very nice.
which is really nice for the summertime. And then for a little bit colder weather, we have the Merino Jumpsuits, which are also really, really comfortable.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah, people love to travel with those, get on the plane with it. They
Yeah.
still feel chic, but it's
Absolutely.
more lounge.
It's like luxury meets practicality.
Right,
I love
exactly. And then these are the more of the men's underwear and sleepwear. So we have men's like lounge pants here, and then we also do for the cold weather base layers that are
that.
incredibly
These are
warm.
so soft.
Yes,
My
incredibly
gosh.
soft. So all the staples that you would need, but like luxury staples. That's all about. That's what Sunspel's about. And
love
then we just introduced activewear. So if you're an active Bond man,
And you should be.
right. So this
wow.
is all the new activewear pieces for Sunspel, which is definitely a new endeavor.
So
for them.
what makes this polo an activewear polo versus the traditional?
It's
Is
a
it- is it
wicking
the-
fabric.
Okay, yeah, I could
Yes.
feel and
Yes.
there's like a stretch in there
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
Ah.
Yeah. So if you are someone that doesn't want to wear like a thicker cotton piece in the winter, or
Right.
in the spring, then you can definitely wear some of these. These are.
These are great.
There's
I might
a lot
have
of
to get
people
one
in
of
the
these.
gym that like to work out in a polo. You'd be surprised. So.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
I
then-
love Bond button. Okay, she said activity polo. I'm thinking Bond. I had to try this on. This thing is ridiculously comfortable. Monty, what do we call this again?
The men's dry release Tencel PK polo shirt.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna think of a shorter name, but I love it. So this is great. This is in a, I don't know if you could tell, it's in this really cool, like dark green. The fit, this is a medium. So I vacillate between a small and a medium, but this has a really great fitted look. Love the way it fits on the bicep. You can see how it fits on the back is really good. If you're athletic, it feels great. Monty and I were just talking that some people like to obviously work out in polos, not me, but you feel like you could. It's got this really neat stretch, and clearly the feel of this is that wicking away. I could absolutely see wearing this in the hottest days in the summer, Tucson, Arizona, when you have to wear a polo, but this gives so much. But it still has that cut and feel of the Riviera Polo that you all love. So I'm digging this. I think I'm gonna have to put this in a bag. Talk to you soon.
Then back here is the rest of the women's wear, which is, something that the brand is expanding on.
That's fantastic.
We've had it for several years, but it's not quite as fast as the men's, but same quality cottons, same quality knits. We have the same sort of styles for men as we do for women, with a couple different additions when it comes to neckline. But yeah, and then women's underwear as well. So
Right.
it's vast.
It is vast. And
Yeah.
one of the things I love about this store is the experience is multidimensional.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things specifically you and your designers did was to put together the historical evolution
Yes.
of Sunspel. Could we take a look at
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. It's right upstairs.
Let's go take a
We
look.
can go take a look.
So this is what I love. We're on the second floor. We're on a balcony. We're overlooking the store. It's kind of maniacal in a
It
way.
looks beautiful down there.
It looks beautiful until the people started ripping through.
Right.
But over here we've got 1860, and we begin.
Yeah, so that's 1860 is when the brand started, and so this is a huge timeline of sort of all the different steps that the brand has taken since the 1860s. So if you follow the timeline, you can also sort of touch what the original cottons
neat.
were.
It's a Touch Me museum.
Yes,
It's appropriate for kids.
So you can touch this. So there's a difference.
wow, there's a big
you can really
difference.
you can feel the difference.
Yeah.
So yes, you watch the sort of growth of the brand, and then you see sort of when our staple cottons sort of were introduced over the years, as well as sort of how it had been introduced into advertising over the years.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Yes.
So how it's marketed, not just
Yes.
made, and
Right.
how it's evolved. I love
Right,
it.
exactly. And then I would say the most important part and the most significant part about sort of the brand is when we were, our underwear, the boxer, was put into a Levi's commercial. And so, and what the commercial did is it sparked a lot of interest in the boxer as opposed to the Levi's they were trying to.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and so
Crazy
yeah,
marketing side effect.
absolutely. And so,
1985
was one of the first times I think they introduced boxers or brought boxers over to the UK, because boxers were very popular in America,
Sure.
but not as much, I guess, in the UK. So they really were the beginning of.
Oh my
that.
gosh.
Yeah. And then of course
Jump.
then we had the Bond experience, and
Which
then
I love here. You've
Yes.
got everything. Sunspel name has become synonymous with the quintessential style of James Bond. We've always said that this image, this Riviera Polo, is probably the most go-to piece of clothing that any Bond fan owns.
right,
It's amazing.
Yeah. So, and then it sort of introduces the beginning of women's wear, which we started making in 2011. And one day the timeline will just keep going. So, but this is the
It'll
end at the
continue.
moment. Yes, but it will continue.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
And it harkens back to continuing. What is, if any, opportunity for Sunspel to be a part of Bond 25?
Well, we're open. I know the brand is open to it, but
Okay.
they haven't heard a peep about it. So,
All right.
but I think it would be great. It would be great if they shot the film right outside the store.
This is where the next Bond film is going to be filmed.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, they need to have an opening scene. out here or
Absolutely.
something.
He goes in, he goes, I need a new Riviera Polo.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he jumps through the window. So.
It writes itself, folks. Absolutely. Monty, this has been so fantastic.
Great. It's great
It's
to
given
have
us a feel and a touch of Sunspel. And where are you located exactly?
So it's 85 Mercer. It's right in the heart of Soho. So,
Okay, and it's right off the corner of Mercer and Spring,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Easy to get to, tons of restaurants. Thank you so much
Of
for
course.
everything.
Yeah. Thank you.
This has been great. We will talk to you very soon. Okay, that was a lot of fun. That was pretty amazing. And I've got to tell you, Monty is fantastic. She's really appreciative of the Bond brand and the connection, and clearly they've created a space just for us. So go check them out. Anyway, I've got other places to visit. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.